and welcome back to the Nerd Fusion podcast. How is everybody? Hello!
Hi!
Oh my god, we're in multiple cameras again.
I can touch his face.
I'm so jealous.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. Oh man, I feel...
Pause, hold my hand or something, okay? I just like...
Yeah, you guys just...
Over here,
I don't
there we
even know
go.
what to do.
We can't
Wow.
even, like, really touch each other. This is
I'm
I'm
sad.
like orange, what is this?
I hope you
Compared
guys
to
feel left out a little bit.
I do, you know?
You're not here with us.
All right, well, so I suppose we should begin with some intros. So welcome to episode 11 of the Nerd Fusion podcast for June 14th, 2015. I'm Bacon Donut, also known as Bubbles.
I should have actually not changed the date on the doc and just seen
that
if you had read it
I-
like, just straight up.
Probably would have straight up read. It's funny too because like as we're prepping, I totally looked down at the date and I asked him, okay, is this episode 11? And I looked at the date. If the doc had read different, I would have just read it.
What was that, like Ron Burgundy? He would have read,
Yes!
fuck you, Twitch. It's like, oh, great.
Hey, there's another word. Wow,
Exactly.
you know what?
I'm not in podcast mode yet.
Every podcast you do this.
Yeah.
It's to make sure we can just be like a nice podcast for the rest of it.
Wait,
Oh, jeez.
did we have to do something special to record locally, or is that already?
No, it's all taken care of.
Okay,
We're
good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're still kind of halfway with our production stuff. So Sev and I are both in Seattle, and Waffle and Dan coming soon. Pause coming
Very
eventually.
soon.
We should mention Dan's not here today. His internet's
Sometime.
Yeah,
Dan's not here today?
I think a car hit Dan's internet too, like it hit Sev's internet.
Yeah, what was that all
earlier this-
about?
I don't know.
I don't even understand.
I don't know. You start hitting bandwidth caps, and they just throw cars
And
at
they
your
throw
house.
cars at it because they can't anymore, right? It's now illegal in the U.S. to throttle. As
Right.
of,
Sounds like
2
it's
days
profitable
ago.
for me to, like, go over my bandwidth cap if I'm with that company, then.
Exactly.
Let's start doing that.
Okay, so people in the chat, if you want to tell us if there's any audio, like are the other guys louder or quieter than us? I think we got it good. Anyway, intros. I'm Bacon Donut, also known as Bubbles, and Giant Waffle is next to me. That's Blossom, and
Smart one.
Dan, who's not here, is Mojo Jojo,
Which makes sense.
and Pause on Pause is Buttercup, and Sevidus.
Adorable.
Sevidus is Professor Utonium.
I mean, you know,
Of course,
I think it fits.
right?
You have to pay for it.
Clearly.
Dev is creating us into this big dynamic group, right? I assume? I don't
Sure,
know.
Yeah. You
I just
know.
thought of... I don't know why I thought of them, and I just took it upon myself to name us, so...
Frankensteinian.
I'm hungry for some Element X now. It's just
Ew.
I don't know, man.
Maybe you should describe what these are from so that people understand. I
There's
feel
no
like
way someone doesn't
There's
know.
no way, yeah.
Yeah, there is a way.
No, it's Powerpuff Girls. How don't you know what Powerpuff Girls are?
Powerpuff Girls. Yeah.
Seriously, though, someone out... Okay, do you really think our demographic...
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
We come
Yeah.
from a nerd demographic.
I don't know. Like seriously, I don't know that I would have been familiar with that many of the references. Like I've obviously would have heard of it. I don't know if I would have known the names of the characters if I didn't have girls. Like I have children, and they watched this show like
Yeah, I don't have
tremendously.
children, so... How do I know
You're
this?
a confirmed 12-year-old girl. We've been over
Well,
this.
yeah.
Wow.
We've been over this. 'Cause that's what episode was that? Like 8?
Like,
I think it was
every
like episode
episode?
8 or 7. We're talking about spicy foods and his tolerance levels, and which just came up again because we went to Indian food because we all live in Seattle now.
We did. We went to the first...
Excuse me, we all? What is
Yeah,
this? We're
Well,
not
I mean,
included?
We
Get outta here.
all of
Not
us
even
who
a
are-
majority lives up there yet, okay?
all of us who are awesome enough to be here already. Get your
Wow,
butt, get your
dude.
butt out here.
All these podcasts are
I'm
for
thrown
nowadays
away.
is to make you all feel bad.
That's right. It's
That's it.
trying to guilt you into moving.
Just feel bad so you hurry up.
Not gonna work, man. I tried hugging her this week. Nothing came out. Just
Okay.
just a loud fart. That's what that was about.
There's got to be some sort of like special tea brew or something.
Yeah, I'll ask someone around
Yeah.
here.
Go
Make that baby grow faster.
see some
Yeah.
sort of like voodoo doctor or something. I'm sure they've
God.
got. I'm sure they've got something.
to the
Okay,
deep
so
jungle.
I want to note right off the bat that Nerd Fusion, we now have an official Nerd Fusion PO box. If anybody wants to send us stuff,
It's on our Twitter.
Yeah, it's on the Twitter, and I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah,
Oh yeah, just Twitter.
I'm not gonna read
Go
the whole
check
thing.
our Twitter.
Check
It
the Twitter.
This gets traffic
Yeah,
Going to our
exactly.
Twitter.
That cross promotion though.
Yeah.
And we're
Does
going to
that
be
work if you
featuring.
tell them what you're doing?
I think it works even more.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because, we have a Reddit and a Twitter and
We're
a
open
YouTube
and honest
and
about these issues.
Exactly.
Kind of.
Sub in all the places. By the way, I saw some people resubscribing. Apparently, we've had our sub button on the Nerd Fusion Twitch channel for 2 months now.
Nice.
And so saw somebody resub. So thank you, everybody who's supporting us over there. All that goes directly to support all of us as a whole, as a company. And we'll be featuring some emails from you guys as one of our segments today. And if you want to submit your own stuff to us to potentially be read on the podcast, that's podcast@nerdfusion.tv. And we'll get to that later. First, some articles. Now, Seven has totally dug all these up because I was not on the ball today. So,
Yeah.
which one do you want to?
Well, all these articles are mine, I think, but it's okay. It's fine.
We'll just sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, let's start with the. So it's E3 season.
Yeah, that's a big one, and I'm sad that Dan isn't here because this is like his favorite time of the year,
Right?
E3
Yeah.
time, and we're not going to maybe talk about it too much, but we are gamers. Let's face it.
Yeah.
So we should talk a little bit about E3. I'm going down to E3 tomorrow.
Me,
Pause.
Waffle, and Dan are going to do some remote coverage. We'll talk.
I'm
about
gonna be
that
there
later.
tomorrow.
Pause will be there tomorrow.
Nice.
They'll be doing remote coverage. Anyway, what I want to talk about is in 2012, this amazing game came out called Dishonored,
Ah, so good.
and it was my game of the year 2012. And last night, when Bethesda was doing a test broadcast, apparently they accidentally had the microphones on and were talking about the Dishonored 2 announcement segment.
Right. They're like talking about the segment they were going to do tomorrow or whatever. And they left their
Whoops.
mics in.
I guess they don't need to talk about that anymore, right? It's already released, so.
Yeah, I mean, basically they
Press conference canceled. No,
Yeah, exactly.
No need.
I don't
Nothing to
get
talk about here.
I mean, so their press conference is today. It's actually in a couple hours. We're recording this on a Sunday, so by the time you hear it, if you're not listening to us live, it's already been done, and you already know this, so we're pretty boring at this point. But they are going to announce a bunch of things. Fallout 4, the next Doom is expected, all these sort of things.
So stoked for that.
But Dishonored 2, I don't think anybody was honestly expecting. So here's my question. Was this folly an actual accident?
Was it even real?
I think it's real. I think it's real
Like,
because...
did you
It
see
has
the
to be
guy who
real.
tried to push like the Move 2 controller is like a big thing that was like coming out, and it was like the dumbest leak ever because it like
Because it wasn't real.
didn't look. It had typos and stuff in the document he like released. Mm-hmm. Like,
I don't know. I'm just saying... Okay, if it is real, was it planned? If it's not real, clearly it was planned, right? If it's not real,
Yeah.
it was definitely a fake thing that they did on purpose. Just to get hype maybe for today's announcement. But, I mean, first of all, this is going to make a ton of people watch. Like, for
Yeah.
sure.
Is it?
I think Dishonored
You don't
is
think that
such a massively good
you
game.
don't think that Bethesda fans were already going to be paying
I
attention
think Bethesda
to this?
fans were going to be paying attention, but Dishonored was one of those games that right when it came out, it didn't... Let's be honest, when Dishonored launched, it wasn't the biggest hype generator ever.
No.
It's one of these games that was so good that people just continued to talk about it and continued to play it for the next several years. Even until now, people are still just picking it up. And I think the fact that it's now one of these going to be a definite hype generation game. And so the question is, did they say it on purpose? Is this me with a tinfoil hat? Illuminati confirming? Or is this was it actually an accident? I feel like
honestly,
it couldn't have been an accident. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Maybe
wouldn't be
it's me.
surprised if it wasn't like an accident. I mean, like, there's so many people who do certain things like that to like hype people up for it, and obviously, if it was like purpose, people are talking, it's successful, right? So,
I mean, we would never announce, like, we would never accidentally say, oh, you know, there's a Nerd Fusion Speedo coming. I didn't say that. I would never say that. I mean,
I thought your mic was muted.
yeah. Did we just drop a hint there?
Because I'm totally not wearing a Speedo right now.
I mean, they can't see.
Exactly. I mean, okay,
Bros
I
for a
Just our
few
shirts.
reasons.
100% I believe that a game company would do a fake leak to generate hype, right? Like I don't for a minute think that that's beyond their ethics or whatever. Like
Sure.
game companies would do that.
We would do it.
Was
We're not even talking about game. I mean, I want to do it. Like,
did Bethesda
Just
do
actually
it
go live?
here? I don't know. Like it, I don't know. I kind of am. I'm not convinced that there's gonna be that much extra. Maybe they were worried if they did do it on purpose. They were probably worried that since it's like technically happening before E3, and worried that maybe not many
Yeah.
people would watch it because it's not like during the actual event or whatever.
I mean, it's good timing. It's a Sunday night, which is awful timing on Twitch, but for like nerds, it's great.
Yeah,
I'm stoked.
What are you doing? Like tonight, I mean, I'm gonna watch it clearly.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
That reminds me, there's a schedule for the E3 stuff, and it looks like this year most of the announcements are happening before E3, which I guess makes sense. It used to be in years past that like you would go to E3. Apparently, I haven't been, but this is what I'm told. You'd go to E3 and there'd be like a booth, and as you go into the booth, like it's covered because they haven't announced what's inside of it yet.
Right.
And you're not allowed to say what's in. You have to sign like an NDA or whatever until they actually announce it later in the week on one of their things.
Yeah.
And I guess, they are kind of getting away from that. Today, for example, today already happened, Super Smash Brothers and just stuff. Bethesda's keynote is today. YouTube's is tomorrow morning, which...
That's too early. 9:30.
That's
In the
pretty
morning?
early.
That'll be fun. Then.
I'll be on an
They're
airplane.
announcing their Twitch competitor. That'll be that'll be
They're,
interesting.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could talk about that for a second. I don't know. I think their platform isn't so much a Twitch competitor. It's just a different way of viewing content on YouTube at this point. I think they're just making categories for games and basically giving gaming their own thing, their own area to be in, which is kind of cool. I'm really excited to see where they go with it. And I guess we'll hear more details tomorrow. Basically, on Friday, they announced it. I knew it was coming. I think a lot of people knew it was coming. I just didn't expect them to say it before E3.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
They actually
yeah.
announced it and the URL and everything before.
Yeah, beforehand. And of course, it's not out yet. It'll be here towards the end of the summer, but it's exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like people who do gaming on YouTube know that YouTube really doesn't care much about gamers. So
It's true.
for them to announce this and for gamers to I don't know. I'm excited to see what they're going to be offering. So
Yeah, it's interesting how they've been promoting it. I've noticed that they've been promoting it by using some big vloggers who don't play games. There's a bunch of people that are not known for
weird.
their gaming, and they're using them to promote it, I guess, just to try to get some cross promotion or something going on there. Anyway, what's interesting about the YouTube conference is it is at literally the exact same time as the one everybody cares about, which is the Microsoft conference. So nobody's going to watch the YouTube one. You can read about it later, whatever. The big one is Microsoft, right? There's always the three standard press conferences that always occur at E3, right? What are they? Microsoft, Electronic Arts, and Ubisoft. And I guess now Bethesda's putting their
Microsoft,
stuff in
Sony, and Nintendo. Those
Yeah,
are the three
Sony,
main
dude.
ones.
Sony-
EA and Ubisoft are
there. Oh, I'm thinking about just
big
Monday's schedule.
Oh, no, I thought you meant
Oh.
over all of
Yeah, I thought you
E3.
meant
Oh, no,
overall as
these
well.
are
I
the
was
big
like,
ones on
what?
Monday.
No.
These are the big ones on Monday.
Yeah, then that's definitely them.
So Bethesda's on Sunday today. Tomorrow we've got Microsoft, Electronic Arts, and Ubi.
And then one more.
And
for that.
Sony. I just scrolled down.
right,
enough. So
at night.
Yeah, Sony's,
Yeah, Sony's at night.
So it's interesting that YouTube and Microsoft are the only ones that overlap. So clearly nobody's gonna watch the YouTube one.
Yeah.
It's a different group, I guess. They're not gonna talk about games, right? So whatever. Tuesday is Nintendo, Square Enix, and what the heck is this? PC Gaming.
PC gaming.
AMD
There is a PC
and PC Gamer Magazine.
exclusive on Twitch only.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that's the thing. So I assume that's just going to be a collection of smaller publishers that kind of all
that
do
could
a
be.
thing
Probably
at the same
PC
time.
exclusive games.
Anyway, I'm really excited for E3. You guys?
I'm
yeah.
excited.
What are you most hyped for, Sev?
Dishonored. So today, I am most hyped for today. And then,
Dude, I'm waiting for that Doom 4 announcement. I can't wait. I love Doom 3, and I just hope it's not
and
crap.
Fallout. Talk about a lineup for Bethesda.
Right? Like,
Holy
this year's gonna be
cow.
crazy.
Dishonored, Doom, and Fallout. What?
So many
Yeah.
more, so many more games to like send lawsuits out about. It's they're gonna be
Great.
busy.
I'm super excited. I am super excited for those lawsuits. Anyway, that is in just a few hours from now. Okay.
All right. So
What are you going to be doing during E3?
conspiracy prediction?
Oh,
What if during the Microsoft event they made a Minecraft announcement?
Minecraft 2. Confirmed.
there
What
wasn't there some
if?
rumor about something related to Minecraft? It might be Minecraft in some sort of VR thing or something. I don't know what it was.
No,
There
it was the
some rumor about that.
Minecraft story game. What was that?
Oh, that was already been announced.
That's Telltale.
Telltale's
That was announced
making
already.
yeah.
But there was something new with Minecraft. It wasn't like a new game or anything, but it was just something new. Maybe
I think I
it
know
was
you
what you're
ever-
talking about.
Have you played VR Minecraft before, like with the Oculus on? It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like
Like-
it.
So I played with it once, and the weirdest thing was leaning around a corner to see if there's a creeper. And that was like the weirdest experience for me,
Yeah,
because you
I
can do
bet.
that. It's
so disorienting though.
when creepers blow up in your face, you kind of go crazy, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, what are you going to be doing during E3? Get your plugs out.
Yes, me, Waffle, and Dan are all going to be doing remote coverage of E3 on Drop Frames. So
We're
that's
covering remotes, like just
Yeah,
all types
just-
of remotes,
Universal.
universal
We're gonna have
remotes,
Panasonic.
specific platform.
the first hour is about buttons, and second
Here's
hour
a
is
preview of one of
shapes.
our remotes right here.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So we're like, did Sony announce the new DualShock this year? I don't know. Anyway.
Ooh.
But no, on Drop Frames, which is over at twitch.tv/itmejp. So it's going to be me, Waffle Dan, JP McDaniel, and Towley, and occasional sixth guests, depending on the conference. And so for every single one of these, Twitch has given us permission to rebroadcast the actual press conference. So we're going to be like
Crazy.
doing live commentary of it during it, and then have a wrap-up discussion afterward.
Are you doing it today as well for
Yes,
Bethesda?
starting tonight at Bethesda for the Bethesda one, and all Monday, all Tuesday.
Cool.
Tomorrow, I think JP's gonna be live for like 13 hours straight for all the
Jesus
conferences.
mercy.
Yeah,
Well, you'll be there too.
yeah.
In theory.
In that- yeah.
I might miss part of Monday nights because I'm going to be playing Lego Jurassic World on stream. That'll be fun.
So fun.
But yeah. So yeah. Twitch.tv/itmejp if you want to see 2/5, 3/5 of Nerd Fusion talking about E3. There's going to be a bunch of that happening. So
All right, cool.
yeah.
Well, we're excited for E3. I think it's gonna be a big deal, and that's
E3 is
where
great. I
a
love
bunch
it.
of our attention is going to be this week. But let's stop talking about video games. Now let's start talking about Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio.
So there's just a simple tweet. Like, there's no story to this. It's just a tweet that says, Milwaukee man living next to airport paints the words "Welcome to Cleveland" on his roof to confuse passengers. How fantastic is that?
Dude, this guy's like the most genius troll ever. Like,
That's
to do
amazing.
that.
It's so good.
The tweet actually has a picture like of him standing on his roof next to the Cleveland.
First of all, that's a big roof, and it's obvious for a store, I think, because you
Yeah.
can see, like, it looks like a storefront, whatever. But the fact that he's right next to the airport, I don't know. Do you think he did it because he's pissed off of all the noise, maybe?
I don't. Yeah, is it a passive aggressive attempt?
It might be.
Dude,
I mean,
I think he's just a troll, like a real
I
life
think,
troll.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, that airport has probably been there for a while, and this guy didn't, like, it's definitely a troll, and I love it.
Could you imagine,
you-
like, waking up?
Yeah, like,
you
you're just,
wake
like,
up,
really
you're flying,
tired.
you're flying into Milwaukee. Yeah, you're sleepy. Your eyes are a
No.
little crusty still. You're a little groggy. It's kind of like, you're just sort of that haze when you're waking up. And you slowly take a look out your left-hand
lift
window
up
over
the
your
airplane
shoulder.
window.
And it says,
Dude, not even
"Welcome
that.
to Cleveland."
Imagine a pilot like seeing that and being like checking his
yeah,
maps, like, oh my god, look, am I in the wrong place?
The pilot woke up.
Oh yeah, the pilot woke up.
The pilot wakes up and says, "Welcome to Cleveland."
I'm pretty sure the pilot would have enough wherewithal to figure it out.
But you put like a second of doubt in his mind, like, am I, like looking down at his kneeboard or whatever.
It's such a good troll. Do you
That's
think like the
amazing.
city government is going to be like all over this?
Probably.
I mean, what can they do though? Like, it's his building, right?
Yeah, but like, what if they're like, this is a danger to air
A
travel?
danger to who though? Like,
How many
favorite-
people have to die before you stop painting your room? Well,
I
something
think
must
it's
be done.
fantastic. It makes me want to live next to airports.
Yeah.
Like I would do. I've never thought about something like this. I think about trolling all the time.
Yeah,
This is epic.
it's brilliant.
Sev, have you heard about the people who like get lucky when the satellites take like Google Map pictures, and they like a school pulled a prank once and they drew a giant donger on their baseball or on a field, and that happened
now
to be the
it showed
day
up?
that it took the picture. So now
pretty
that
funny.
school has that like donger on the baseball,
I love
Yeah,
on
that
the
stuff.
football field.
Because more and more communities are raising privacy concerns about that sort of stuff. So there's many areas around the country where, and probably around the world, where Google has to pre-announce their plans to take the photos. So like there'll be like an announcement in the newspaper or something saying Saturday at 3:00 the satellite pictures are going to be taken. You know, the reason for that on the surface is so that you don't have to do anything embarrassing, but the real reason is so that all the trolls can go buy their equipment and paint the roofs with Cleveland, I guess. I don't know.
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I just want to fly into Milwaukee and see what it's like. Like, what I want to do is be not next to the window, but next to the person next to the window.
yeah, just like record
and like,
the
and
reaction.
just like, oh hey, look at that.
Yeah.
We're in Cleveland.
Are we actually in Cleveland? I thought we were
Finally
going
here.
I feel like
Can you imagine getting on the wrong flight though?
I just
Like, that would be awful.
I just left Wisconsin, so I've flown out of the Milwaukee airport countless times, and I'm a bit disappointed that he didn't pick any of the famous rivalries. Like Wisconsin is a sports, fan kind of place with the Packers and the Brewers.
Why do you think he picked Cleveland?
I don't know. That's immediately what my mind was occupied with. Is like, why Cleveland? Why not?
Maybe just some jarring city, I guess. Just
yeah,
random.
like why not? Welcome to Minneapolis or welcome to Chicago.
Maybe he just hates Cleveland.
I gotta say, he's got nice handwriting though.
I was about to say it's well
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
It's pretty well made.
Like the letters are the same size and everything. It's nice.
I like how the whole thing though is just a tweet. There's no
Yeah,
story.
that's it.
And there's like 2,000 retweets.
Yeah, 2,000 retweets and 2,000 favorites. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, so our next article here: zoo animals escape amid flooding in former Soviet Republic.
Yeah.
So wait, what? So like the water level got so high that the animals could just swim out of their tank?
Oh, wait a second. I read this totally wrong.
Oh, the ads again.
I thought this was in Atlanta, Georgia. It's actually in the country, Georgia.
This happened last week.
Georgia.
Stop with the commercials.
Oh, no!
So that was no
I
longer
read
interesting,
this
right?
wrong. Oh, I thought this was in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's what I thought too when I looked at it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Atlanta, Georgia as well.
Oh, okay, so this is in the country of Georgia. Well, that changes everything. Because I was wondering why they were talking about communism and stuff in this article. And I was like, let's talk about this communistic article and stuff.
Okay, for the benefit of
Okay.
the audio listeners, I have firmly planted my hand right onto my face.
What did you do? Oh, okay.
I am face palming
I
in honor of
understand.
Seven. It's a long, awkward face palm.
I mean, it's all good. Whatever.
my
Severe flooding in the Georgian capital. See, when they says that, I'm thinking, oh, it's
did-
Atlanta, Georgia.
There is not enough vowels in that city name.
Georgian?
No.
Oh,
That.
yeah. What is that?
T-
Tbilisi.
Tbilisi?
I think it's Tbilisi. I don't think the T is
Tbilisi?
pronounced, yeah.
Silent T.
At least
No
12 people
idea.
died. Oh, God, that sucks. So
Yeah,
there's
the
a
flooding. That's
flood,
awful.
and what the flood did is it allowed animals to escape, and the picture is of a free hippo. Like, it's out.
It
It's
has
on.
a
Dude, those are
tranquilizer
Got a
dangerous.
inside
trank
his
dart
ear.
like in the side of
Yeah.
his face.
Hippos can like snap like people in
Oh, yeah,
half,
hippos
can't
are
they?
dangerous. Hippos
I
are
heard, yeah,
Hippos.
and they're really fast too.
You do not want to mess with a
crazy.
hippopotamus.
No.
Let me tell you.
Can I be real though? I'm seeing that trank dart in the side of his like on his side. I always wanted to be the guy that shoots tranquilizers at animals that escape.
Are you kidding
like
me?
as a kid, I wanted to do that. That seems so awesome.
What a violent person.
Like in the safari or whatever. Like, oh, get him!
Wow.
Saving a species one time. One dart.
I don't think
I
that's
feel
saving
like
a species.
I feel like I
Well,
want
you have to like save it from extinction. I don't know.
I want to draw
It's my
meaning from that, but I'm a little afraid to.
Yeah, you're gonna get animal rights groups all up in
What does
this
this
right
say?
Yeah.
So, whatever frightening thing you think that says about Waffle's personality, email that to podcast@nerdfusion.tv.
And it's probably true. So apparently,
see your-
here's the
I wanna
animals
see your
that
fanfics.
escaped.
This comes right on the heels of the Jurassic World release.
Conspiracy?
Now, are these animals
I just
communists as
watched
well?
a movie about
I
animals.
think the animals
running
are.
amok.
Well, they blame it on communism. Here's the deal.
Well,
They blame
wolves.
What?
There's wolves, monkeys, bears, hippos, lions, and there were a few others.
my!
Yeah, they escaped.
What?
Unfortunately, some of them died.
Yeah, the
But-
carcasses of at least a lion, a boar, and a tiger were seen.
This is an awful article.
I'm so
didn't think it was
confused
that
right
bad.
now. What
So,
happened? What happened
okay,
to our?
here's
Where'd
the
our
sentence.
podcast go? What?
Here's a sentence
What
I
is
read.
happening right now?
Here's a sentence I read thinking Atlanta, okay? Think Atlanta when you hear this sentence. And this is why I was so confused that we had to talk about it. When communists came to us in this country, they ordered that all crosses and bells of the church be melted down and the money be used to build a zoo. I'm like, Atlanta? The sin will not go without punishment. I'm very sorry that Gregorians fell so that a zoo was built at the expense of destroyed churches. I'm thinking, this is in Atlanta, Georgia? How is this in Atlanta, Georgia?
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, well, I failed, clearly. I mean, when you say Georgia's capital, I didn't get it. You know what, guys?
No.
Whatever.
The next article's even better, so just prepare
Okay.
yourself.
I am loving this right now.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. You know what? Whatever.
Sev, don't change. Stay awesome, okay?
I even put the title in our doc. Atlanta Zoo.
Zoo animals escape.
I thought it was Atlanta. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, whatever.
Wow. All right. So let's see how many
This
advertisements.
is why
they're gonna
I should
put
not be finding
audio.
all these articles.
I know, right?
Let's
No,
talk about.
I think we need to stick with this format from here on out.
Let's talk about Japan.
Our next article comes to us from the great world of Japan.
The J-Pan.
Well, I was thinking about Waffle.
Yeah.
And we were talking about
Ooh.
dating sites, and we had been
This-
on
this hits home.
OkCupid and stuff like that. Yeah, we were talking about dating sites. Basically, there is a website in Japan that
No,
had
what?
almost 3 million users were on it. It was a dating site. It was like an OkCupid or whatever. But apparently, all but one of those users was a man. So, like, there was only one verified actual female there, and the company hired people to make fake profiles, to become girls, to talk to the men, to get them to pay for their subscription.
2.7 million users.
2.7 million.
And
One female,
girl.
though. The fact that there's one female and two...
What's your job even?
You would think with 2.7 million users, a few females would have trickled in. But no. One. And all the rest are fake profiles of females that guys are just like saying things back to make people interested and they can meet and stuff like that.
So either this girl goes on a lot of dates, or the site was managing to run with a 0% success rate.
Whoa. Really?
Well, define
yeah.
success rate. They're probably getting money off ads, not by baits
No, I
or
mean,
whatever.
I'm talking about like in terms of success of connecting people to actually have dates.
Oh my god. So how much money they made since it opened? $53.5 million. So that's 6.6 billion yen.
By that definition of success, I'd have to say they're doing fine.
Like, they're making bots basically to respawn and stuff like this. I don't think their goal is to make a match. I think they're just trying to get them a quick buck.
They
or
made
whatever. I
$50
don't know if they
million.
find quick.
Which is
Apparently,
why they
one
literally
person-
arrested the executives.
Yeah, they got
of the
arrested.
company.
Yeah, they got
Arrested
arrested. The
there.
executives got arrested. And here's one person on the site, because you have to pay money to talk to each person. Like you have to you pay for everything basically.
Isn't that going to be like Tinder soon?
One person spent $105,000 worth to talk to these fake women.
Jesus.
You know, I can't really judge. I bought
So there
like
you go.
cameras around that price. And that, I mean, at least he's getting something out of it.
You bought cameras around $105,000?
Wait, like 100,000?
Yes. That's how much money this guy spent.
I thought you meant 1,000, not 100,000. You shitting?
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
What?
Yeah. How do you spend? Here's my thing. Think about this
How?
guy though. How do you have enough common sense and you spend $100,000 without ever meeting a woman? With $100,000,
Crazy.
you better meet somebody.
That's
Dude, could you
insane.
imagine? Okay,
Okay.
imagine this scenario where that girl finds someone on the site. There's no more girls. What happens then?
Yeah.
Then there's no real girls.
I feel like that guy. If you have $100,000 in your budget for finding a date, like, could you find a better tactic than that? Like, for example, go to a coffee shop and wait until a cute girl is about to pay for her coffee and say, "Hey, let me buy that
Just
for you,"
buy the
and
coffee shop.
and pay it with like pull out $100 bills and be like, "Here,
No.
I'll buy that coffee for you."
Go to the ATM
Keep
in
the
front
change.
in front of a cute girl at the ATM or whatever. Like accidentally drop your receipt with like the large number of zeros on it, and then she'll pick it up. And be like,
Wow.
you
So,
dropped
okay,
it. Let's go on a
clearly
date.
Waffle's only interested in gold diggers.
yeah.
Honestly, though, he's willing to spend $105,000 to talk to girls. I don't care. I don't think he cares about a gold digger.
No, he's not
At all.
spending that much money to talk to girls. He's not spending that much money to talk to guys who are pretending to be girls.
Yeah,
Let's-
and there's a lot
Most
of
likely
there's a lot
bots.
of
With that many
bot-
people, it's
And
probably
you know,
bots.
that kind of love just can't be bought.
Exactly, that's true.
Basically, what it says is they had a bot that went through other dating websites and just pulled images and everything to create fake profiles. And yeah, they're.
I mean, you
all-
saw that
all
on
paid fakes.
on the Cupid thing. The first 4 people that responded to me, which no one knew about my profile, were all bots.
I
Giving you
mean,
their number already and everything.
And if you look at Tinder, there's a ton of botting on Tinder. Like it's crazy. Like
should-
botting is huge.
I love that the article talks about it. It says obviously being careful online is always important, and it's got some examples of what things that you should be careful about online. One of them is not giving bank account information to Nigerian princes, and one of them is avoiding SourceForge.
yeah,
SourceForge.
That's
God.
that's awful.
That's some
Forge.
drama.
That is some serious drama that came out this week.
Yeah, that just happened recently too, didn't
It
it?
was this week. The bundled adware.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, don't use SourceForge. Okay. That's not an opinion. That's truth.
That is the law.
Gotta be careful online.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, so do you have some emails for us, Sevidus?
Yeah.
I'm looking. See, this is one advantage of being in the same location. I'm
jealous.
looking at his laptop, at his screen, and seeing the inbox. And like the first thing that caught my eye was "Dream about Sevidus."
Guess we're doing that one.
Could we please listen to this right now?
Can you get
Wasn't
close to the
quite
mic?
done.
Can you get close to the microphone and just like read it really like
No.
emphatically?
I could.
last
He'd
night
have to
I
hand
had
me
a
the screen
dream.
though.
Oh my god, I know who this is. Okay, so this is a Dream About Sevidus from Stray Rebel. Okay, here we go.
I walk into Sevidus's room. He's wearing nothing but a pillow between his
Hey,
legs.
I'm not even reading it. Let me just say, first of all, that's pretty hot. What you just said. So, alright, whatever. Hello, Nerd Fusion members. I want to tell you a true story. This is not a joke. It really happened in my dream.
That makes
Well,
it true.
Okay.
Wait, what?
It's a true dream
It's
story.
a true dream.
True dream story.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not real, clearly, as we'll soon. I haven't read this yet, so okay. A few weeks ago, I was pretty sick and had a fever. Most
Oh,
of the
man.
times, then I
Fever
have the
dreams
most
are the
weirdest
worst.
dreams. This night was no exception.
That's like
Oh,
hallucinations.
Here we go. The weird thing was that I dreamed I was sick, laying in bed with a fever. Oh god, Inception.
Oof.
When I woke up in my dream, I was just sweating all over and didn't know where I was. When I finally realized that I was in my own bedroom, I calmed down, but then it happened! Sevidus came walking in the room with some wet towels to get my fever down, and he was just there to help me with everything.
Ooh.
Mama Sev.
Changing the towel on my head and also getting some crackers so I could eat a bit, since I hadn't eaten in a long time. After that, I went back to sleep. I woke up again later, still in the dream, and then it was around dinner time. Sevidus came in with the wet towels and started to change them. Oh god, where are they? A little later, he came back in with sushi, and he fed me the sushi with chopsticks. He gave me a roll, then ate one himself. At that point, it became too weird for me, and I woke up in real life. I turned over to my girlfriend. I was so relieved that I dreamed that, and it was not real. Are you serious right now?
I'm just imagining
Okay.
his girlfriend's like turned to the side so you can't see her face, and he's like, "Honey, I had the weirdest dream." And she just turns over and it's Sevidus'
It's
face
me.
on her body. Dun dun dun! It's like, oh!
Okay,
But what does this say?
I am
Like,
so calling Sevenus next time I'm sick.
if you were like a therapist, what would you think? You would say that his dream means that I'm a nice person.
Well, I actually
Clearly, I'm a really nice guy.
I know some people that had long-term dream therapy sessions, and they said that the therapist told them that everyone in the dreams are you. That's
Okay.
what that's the apparently
What?
that's the common theory when it comes to dream therapy, is that all of the people in your dreams represent an aspect of yourself.
Steph, I think the real thing you need to do is put yourself up as like a hired nurse kind of thing, so people can hire you to do that for them. Because that sounds amazing.
I think we need to reenact this. I think we
nurses.
need to. I think.
Oh my
do.
god. Are you kidding
You
me?
could
reenact some
you
of
can
the
email
emails
us
that we
at
get.
nerdnurses@nerdfusion.tv to hire us.
Okay, so imagine in a glimpse into the near future, all of us are in Seattle. We have the production company. We actually read this email in advance of the podcast, and we read the email and then cut to the video of us reenacting that scene.
Dude, I'm so down with
how
this.
freaking amazing would that be?
Send in your skits for us to reenact.
Exactly.
Like 2 months from now, we could actually.
I don't think we're gonna reenact this one.
Please,
I mean,
Sev?
can we not reenact how you
There
sleep
is
either?
a costume
that'd be
shop
great.
like 2 blocks away from this house. I'm gonna go find a nurse outfit. Give it to Sevenus.
Sev, can you at least?
Oh
will buy
my
it.
god. Okay, you didn't say I was in a nurse's outfit.
It was implied,
It's-
Sev.
It's
please.
not. There is no implication there that I would be in a nurse's outfit.
Yes, there is.
What are you talking about? Like
You're
these,
changing his
the
towels,
white.
you're feeding him crackers.
I'm not
That's
changing
what it-
towels on his ass.
I never said on his ass. What are you talking about?
Well, you guys are talking about like the kinky
See,
nurse.
that's
Who's
you.
for-
implying
Oh,
something
That's
else.
your own mind, Sev.
Now who's projecting? Hector projector much?
So okay, I come in with scrubs. Is that what you're talking about? Just scrubs. Like that's different than the white nurse outfit that you guys are thinking of clearly right now.
Sev, what is with your mind? We weren't talking about that little skimpy nurse outfit you always drew
Yeah,
about, okay?
no,
Like, that's
that's-
just you, man. That's
Okay.
just you.
Okay, you know what?
Says-
I think we should move on.
Sev's all, no, I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs, man, get no from Sev.
Yeah. I have no comments. We're bringing TLC back into this right now?
Yes, we are.
Hanging out the passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Hey. Don't hate the player.
Oh, I hope I have a 7 stream tonight.
Oh, that's not at all what I thought you were gonna say. Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say that you're hoping your kid was gonna come out like me, and I was gonna be so.
What?
I was gonna be so proud.
How did any part of that sentence?
No, because
Sev
the next
confirmed
email,
the mother.
the next email has something to do with that. So I was thinking about it, and I was just like, oh, what if his kid was just like me? It'd be awesome. What would you like a kid like me? What if you had to
breath.
raise
Can
me?
you imagine if you had a kid and it just, like, came out like
Well-
a Sevenus face? Like,
I mean,
Not my
there's-
face! I just meant like my mannerisms or whatever.
Uh,
Oh god.
I don't know if I could raise a kid that's like 7 is. It'd be too weird because like I don't know. It's just like I can't. No, I'm not thinking of this. It's weird. We slept together, Sev. We
Andrew-
slept in the same room. Okay.
We did. We slept together multiple times.
Were you sharing pillows? Or?
So this is from
No.
Chris. This is an email from Chris. It's called Dads. And so that's why I was thinking about it. Hey, thanks for answering my question on stream. Oh, you're welcome. But now I have a totally different thing. I've noticed that all of you have different sides of a dad. Oh, he's giving us like our intros. Like a new intro
An idea
for
for
us.
intros for
Okay,
the podcast.
so this is different sides of dads. Okay, so Bacon would be the protective side of dad.
Okay.
Do you think you're a protective
Protector,
father?
sure. I have
Okay.
I have 2 daughters. You better believe.
I'm
I'm gonna bring the hate stick if someone comes at my girls.
Oh,
For sure.
watch out, boys. Yo, but you
Sass
know,
Bacon.
like when they get into high school, oh god,
Uh-huh.
that first guy comes over for homecoming, like taking your.
can we
your
all
daughter to
be there
homecoming.
and be like, all you know, like all of, how like the boy comes over and all like the dad's friends
like,
are there and
staring.
everything, just like,
Staring? Like basically, you
I'll
have
get,
to
like,
give him the
tattoos
look
and stuff.
is, I will
Face
destroy
tattoos.
your life
Yeah,
if
I'm
you touch
gonna
her.
I'm gonna hand him an NES controller and be like, "You can date my daughter if you can go head to head with me in Super Mario World." Or
Ooh,
Super,
Oh,
there
Super,
you
in
go.
Super
Well, that's
Mario
completely
Brothers.
different. That's like Cool Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So Bacon's the protective side. Dan would be the joke side of Dad. Dadism.
Dad
He's definitely got the
That's
dad
not
jokes.
even them.
Dad jokes
You would make a
for
joke
sure.
if you was here right now.
Sev, the
Yeah.
embarrassing side. Oh, absolutely. I will embarrass the crap out of my kids. Like, that's step one of being a father, isn't it?
I can't
is.
wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Very exciting. Even better, like taking your child to homecoming, because the first time they go, they can't drive. Because it's like 14, so there's like 2 awkward kids in the back. And just telling like some super embarrassing stories or something
Dude,
like
I
that.
remember these moments in
That'll
my
be
life. Oh
fantastic.
god.
Did you have that? Yeah.
Yeah,
you've all
my
been
mom
through
used
that.
to have to drive us to like a date or something, and like
And there
it'd
was
just be the
no, there was the
awkward
most
thing.
silent car ride
Like,
ever.
here's the most awkward thing: do you sit in the front seat and have her sit in the back seat,
No, you
or do you
both sit in the
both
back.
sit in the back
You both
seat?
sit in
Okay,
the
that's
back.
normal.
Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely both sit in the back, and you
Do you awkwardly hold
Here's what
hands
I
in
didn't
between the
do.
seats, or like
No.
what do you do? Like it's
Here's
a
what
lot
I
of
did.
weird things. I don't know.
I forgot, like, I didn't know. Okay, I'm little Matt, 9th grade.
Little Matt.
I didn't open the door for her. I'm like, just get in the fucking car. Get in the freaking car. Like, just get in the car. And then my mom gets in the car and she's like, oh, well, I guess you're not going to open the door for her. I'm like,
Oh god.
oh, well, thanks for making this totally awkward now. All
No,
right,
my
anyway.
mom would do that too. She'd call me out on anything like that.
Waffle is the awkward side of dadism.
Yep.
So awkward. And pause
That
is
is
the let's get
100%
someone
true.
pregnant side.
Wow.
What?
That's a side of dads.
Wow.
Wow,
I'll take awkward over that.
You're
What?
the let's get someone. You're like that guy. What's that family that got removed from TLC because they had like 18 kids and they're horrible people?
No.
They're absolutely horrible people. So pause is like that dad. That's like, oh, you had a kid, let's have another. Bam,
Great.
bam, bam. Over and over and over and 19 times.
That
Apparently,
show got shut off for.
yeah, that show is. They are crazy.
So they need to hire
They are
pause for the
awful,
sequel. Then.
awful people. I don't even know how they're allowed to breathe the same oxygen as me. Boy, that's pretty high and mighty of me, isn't it?
Pause's face right now.
No.
Gosh.
I'll take the awkwardness. That's basically my whole life, so that's cool.
Man.
Okay. Let's see here. Question for the show with punctuation.
With punctuation, it says.
Thank you. Okay. First off, thank you for the punctuation because that's important. Punctuation's important. In
It
real life.
is. Period.
Unfortunately, you didn't capitalize Nerd Fusion, but I'll let that go. Okay. You can't even give them one, Severus. No, I cannot
no.
give them one. Glorious Gentlemen of Nerd Fusion. Oh, wow.
Wow. That's
Pretty.
Can I always be called that?
That's lofty, right there.
When you guys walk into the office, it's glorious gentlemen, hello, good day. Just like walk to your office.
I come to you as a humble viewer and supporter. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I feel like I need a
Guy.
top hat. We need a monocle.
We
right
do,
now,
and he needs to
right?
be like on his knees, like bowing down to us,
Oh,
bowing
okay,
down
okay.
to us. I had to get that in real quick before
Yeah,
it pauses mind
exactly.
wandered. As someone who frequents all of your streams, I can't help but notice the differences between your communities. Good.
Pause.
This
Pause.
leads me to my question. Do you, as a broadcaster, think about who may be watching the stream or the places your viewers watch your stream? For example, you could be on at school, public library, in the car, on a lake while fishing, in the airport, or even a secure office building. This may include the White House. Okay, first of all,
Thank
if
you.
the
Obama's
White
not
House
watching
is
us.
watching us, this is going to be
I
a
don't doubt
fantastic
it.
country in a few years. Okay? This country is turning around. That's all I'm saying.
Every man should be allowed a bald pillow in their bed, and no objection should be made. Just-
At any given time, you may have very important people watching your streams. I don't know what that has difference in our communities, but yeah, I think we're all aware, unawarely, that there's a bunch of different people watching our streams from different backgrounds and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I'm not quite sure how the point about us having different communities like meshes with that concept, but I'm very aware of that and am sometimes very surprised. Like, for example, when I announced to my stream that I was moving to Seattle, somebody that works at PopCap emailed me and said, "Hey, our office is in Seattle. You should come by and tour when you like. I watch your stream all the time." I'm like, what? Like, he's been a lurker watching my stream, and I've been playing PopCap games for at least 15 years.
They're paying us for this, by the way.
They're
You know what's cool though?
Totally not. But
on that, I bet there's like someone from every industry and every walk of life that watches us in some way.
Well,
Like,
another example is U-Haul just totally screwed up my shipping container to get all my stuff here, and I started talking about it on my stream, and then I got a donation from like the Northwest regional manager of U-Haul because like their best friend watches my stream and called them up. Is like, you better get in here. They're talking about U-Haul.
Yeah, talking crap about U-Haul today.
It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, Yeah,
but we only
there's
share,
a bunch of people. I don't really want to say who or anything like that. But there's like a bunch of... I think we've all experienced certain individuals in our channels that are... Okay, I'll tell you one, or multiple. For example, I know, because I know who it is, an IRS tax auditor watches my stream.
Nice.
Which is...
God.
Those guys are so popular.
And the reason I know about this, and I learned a lot about this, like in our field, more and more tax auditors are watching us because it's easy to see kind of how much donation income or whatever you get. And if they catch you doing something wrong, they get a bonus. And it's like, they're like, oh,
I know several Twitch people who have been really... Like, I've had side businesses and stuff for years, so I kind of knew what to do already with taxes. But
you paid your taxes on...
Yeah,
you paid his taxes, everybody.
That's the point, is I hired a professional tax guy and was prepared for it. But I know several broadcasters who were really sidelined with it. They were all thinking like, oh, it says donation on it. I don't have to tax that. Like, no, that's not wrong. No, that's not how it works. You have to pay taxes.
If only it worked like that, right?
We'll do one more. We got to get to some advice. Clearly, advice is important.
Oh, good. I saw that title too.
It says, the title is Female Help Needed.
I'm going to hope that means help with a problem related to a female.
Yeah, we don't have any females on call right now.
Yeah, Dan's not here currently, so he can't help.
Yeah, we can't really get down that road. All right, hi guys. So, for the past few weeks, I've been struggling with a female dilemma. Oh, God. I've liked this girl for about 8 months now. Oh, God. And we talk from time to time, especially when I'm in class with her. Aw, young romance. Do you miss the days?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be like college.
School's getting out soon, and I want to ask her out on a date. I've never been on a date with someone before, and I don't even know if she likes me. We've chatted at parties before. What kind of parties? Okay, now let's get through the email. But I still can't tell if she's interested or not. I get really nervous around here, of course. So sometimes conversation is dry. Can I have your advice, please? I don't know how old you are.
That's kind of relevant.
Thank you, Panther. Oh, there's a picture here. Okay, this is all we get. So age profile that person. I have no idea.
He looks mid-teenage.
I'm going to say high school.
Why are you looking down?
That laptop.
Well, that's my laptop.
You're always like...
Oh, I was getting into the picture. The picture is like 30 by 30 pixels.
It's a small picture.
It's like an
He looks like he's in high school. Okay, so here's my advice. I think it's perfect timing that you're just about to go away for summer, because it's pretty easy to like... yeah, he's definitely in high school.
Okay.
It seems like if it crashes and burns, right? Like if you ask her out and it goes terrible, then you don't have to see her for the entire summer, and then you can just kind of pretend that it didn't happen when school starts.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it won't be awkward at that point.
Right?
I mean, if it's that long,
if it somehow comes up again when school starts, you can be like, oh yeah, geez, that was forever ago. I can't believe
whatever.
Whatever. So it's perfect. So that's risk mitigation right there. So I say freaking go for it. You're never
I
gonna.
agree.
When are you gonna
go lightly?
You've been talking to her for 8 months.
Yeah,
you've
but like
had
as a classmate or. But like an actual conversation, is it just like classmate conversations? I talked to people for months when I was in school, and I didn't really know them. You know,
But those are the kinds of people that you want to ask out. You don't ask out like one of your friends who's a girl.
Yeah,
That's just
but-
awkward.
I would just like try to get her number or give her your number. Like, don't go call out and be like, let's go on a date like immediately. Like, you gotta like get that like, I don't know, if you're not already at that level, it's weird.
Everyone's say just do what Shia LaBeouf would do. Just do it.
Yesterday you said
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think this is a good example where it's like you've been talking to her, you know what she likes, clearly.
I don't know.
You've been at parties, all these sorts of things. Just ask her out.
Yeah.
At this point, you've done all the prep work, right? She knows you exist.
I'm way too careful about these
She
things.
knows you exist. 8 months of talking to her. You chatted at parties before, all these sorts of things, and it's the first time you've ever dated. You got to take the leap sometime.
I mean, me personally, talking about what to invite her to go do, if it was me in that situation, as a starter, since I didn't really have it established how much she likes me or whatever, instead of saying that like, hey, I want to take you out on a dinner one-on-one and
hang out.
and whatever, you know, I would pick something that's like that she would want to go to, right? Like a concert she'd want to see or something like that, as opposed to like, hey, we're gonna be romantic and awkward together. You know what I mean?
You want to bang it
friends.
out?
Yes.
You can go bang it out in the back.
Yes.
Whoa!
Whoa! Suddenly, a wild dance gaming appears
Wow! Right at the end.
with some
Right
great
at the
advice.
end, Dan.
With some great advice right at the end.
Right at the end. Did it say that it announced him coming in or no? Because I turned that
No,
off.
it
I
did
turned that off.
not.
That's
That
funny.
was a surprise to everyone.
That's good. All right. Well, that was our last question.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's awesome.
We just to real quick. Dan is also going to be on the E3 coverage, right, with you two.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's finish things off by talking about that and then wrap up.
Perfect. Yeah. So again, if you missed it in the beginning, what we're talking about, this is E3 is just happening, and there's going to be a bunch of Nerd Fusion coverage of that by way of dropped frames. So over at twitch.tv/itmejp. It's going to be JP McDaniel, me, Waffle, Dan's Gaming, and Towley, and perhaps occasional other guests as well. We're going to be doing live discussion during all the E3 press releases, and then a wrap-up discussion after the events are over. And that starts tonight over top of the Bethesda thing, where you know, rumor has it they're going to announce Dishonored too. You know,
Yep, Dishonored.
There's
and then
a fairly
Doom
strong
and the
rumor
other thing.
about that.
Fallout. I think for the audio listeners, if you're listening to it on Monday, that whole day, like you're listening to it right now, pause this and head over there because they're probably live. And same thing on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and if
pretty
you're
much
listening to it after Tuesday,
pretty
well,
much
forget
all
this.
day Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
We, 3 out of the 5 of us will be live talking about E3 stuff.
Yeah.
Sevidus is actually going down there.
And pause. Just ignore all this
pause.
if you're listening after Tuesday.
Yeah, perfect.
So there you go.
So that's that. And remember, if you want to submit your own emails and awkward questions and, Sevidus dreams, you can do that at podcast@nerdfusion.tv.
Yep.
Especially more dreams. That's just delicious.
I don't know.
Follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/nerdfusion. We've got a Twitter, a Reddit, and iTunes, and all of that sort of stuff. Shout outs to all our audio listeners, and thank you everybody for coming out. We will be live for this podcast again next week at the same time. That's Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
I might not be here.
Yeah,
We might be moving.
They are.
We'll
might
see.
be on the way to Seattle.
Be
Who
fun.
knows?
That would be a great reason to be light on members.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye,
I gotta mute us.
No, you don't.